think my camera may be slightly on the wonk, but my brain is also slightly on the wonk, so I can't actually tell which is which. So we're just gonna have to cope with it today. Please let me know in the comments section if I am a bit skew with. Today we're going to be testing new makeup, and unlike my other videos, I am learning from past experiences and I am hearing you in the comments section. This is not going to be a first impressions video today. I have tried all of these products before. I know how they wear, and not only that, not only am I going to be applying these products and giving you my opinion, I will also show you how these wear throughout the day. I am listening to constructive criticism. I hope I'm in the right direction for you all. So we have products from Natasha Denona, Chantecaille, one of my favourite brands, haven't tried anything from them in a really long time, Makeup Forever, MUA, Fenty Beauty, Guerlain and Vieve. Let's get on with it. As you can see, brows are already completed. I don't have any new brow products to share with you today. I have used my brow inserts from Maybelline, which I absolutely love. Definitely up there with my favourite products. Just gonna pop a little bit of concealer on my eyelids because I'm going to be using the brand new tan palette from Natasha Denona and sharing my opinions, and there are opinions to be had. Firstly, do you need this palette? The answer is very simple. It's a no. You don't need it. It's a want. It's not a need. It's eyeshadow. You know, it's not medication, let's face it. But it is very, very beautiful. And when I first opened it, I thought, surely I can make this palette up with every other Natasha Denona palette that I own. But actually, on reflection, when you look at them side by side, they aren't that similar. Yes, there's lots of neutral tones in the Natasha Denona collections, but a lot of them are warm, a lot of them are cool. They're specific shadows that go with absolutely everything. These are more on the neutral spectrum. I was really looking forward to using this one, but actually it's not a gold, it shifts more on the really dark brown for me, so that was a little bit of a letdown. All the rest of the shadows, beautiful, smooth, really soft, blend out superbly well. Now the negative about this palette is that it's a big palette, so a lot of people don't like to carry a huge palette around. Also, a lot of people would say that they would use maybe a third of the shades in this palette and then the rest of the palette would be unused until the end of time. That's usually me, but this time the shades in this palette are so spectacular and on the neutral spectrum, so will suit absolutely everybody. You can use every single shade with every other single shade. So you can blend these out, you can add these up, you can just add a little bit of sparkle where is needed. I mean, if you are not a sparkle person, if you are only into the mattes, then this palette is not going to be for you because it has a little bit of everything in here. But I'm super impressed, and it's probably gone down as one of my favorite Natasha Denona palettes of all time because it's not really specific to a person. It's not the warm palette that only suits people with a warm undertone. It's not a massively cool tone palette that again is only going to suit those people with a massively cool undertone. This, with it being neutral, is going to be for absolutely everybody, and they are very flattering shades. Very flattering. Bit of a blast from the past for me. This is from Chantecaille. It's the Bio Lifting Concealer. Now, Chantecaille was one of my ultimate all-time favourite brands. I loved Chantecaille. Not used it on my skin for a really long time, other than yesterday and the day before that, because I've worn this exact makeup for 3 days on the trot. So this is the brand new concealer. Is it brand new? I'm not sure it's brand new. Anyway, it's in the shade Ivory. And it's a lovely, lovely concealer. If you are after super full coverage where it covers every secret that you have in your soul, this is not going to be for you. However, if you're after something a little bit more natural, with a bit of welly of coverage, because this isn't like a light coverage, this I would say is a medium coverage. So if you're after super, super natural, I'm not sure you're going to get that with this, but it's definitely got some coverage to it. I mean, you can just see this is super brightening. It covers over my dark circle, and yet it still looks like my skin. I don't think you can ask for very much more, other than a mass more coverage, which I would love, by the way, Chantecaille, but it's not in the Chantecaille brief. You're not going to get that from Chantecaille. So you can build this up if you want to. I wouldn't suggest building this up to a full coverage because it's not meant to be full coverage, and you're probably going to get a little bit of creasing throughout the day, but it sits on the under eyes superbly well. It's a very pretty product. It doesn't feel like anything underneath my eyes. It blends out beautifully, and yeah, it's a triumph. Will I be reaching for this every day? No, because it doesn't have enough coverage for me, but on those no makeup days, or those ones where I'm just going to run a few errands and I just want to spruce myself up a little bit, or I'm wearing a very natural makeup, this is a winner. It's a winner. It doesn't crease on me throughout the day if I wear it like this. It plays very well with a powder over the top of it. If a powder over the top of a concealer underneath your eyes is your choice, then this plays very, very well with powder, and it lasts all day. I've added a lick of mascara because I don't have anything new to share with you on the mascara front. This I am excited about, and I will do a full deep dive in my next foundation roundup. This is a brand new formulation. I think it may be a reformulation from Makeup Forever. Very difficult to get Makeup Forever in the UK. However, they've started to do it again on Look Fantastic. One of them. Anyway, I'll link it in the description box for everybody. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Balancing and Perfecting Foundation, and it's beautiful. Not only is it beautiful to apply, beautiful to blend out, really a beautiful finish on the skin. It lasts, and it lasts for an age. Really is skin perfecting without being super matte and flat. So I think this is a really good shade match for me. I will let you be the judge. This is the shade 106N in Linen. Maybe a little bit lighter than what I would usually choose to go for, but if you have a look at the neck, I mean, I don't think you can get very much closer. I really like this. It's not flat. It's a radiant matte, I would say. I have hardly used any of this whatsoever. It is very skin perfecting. It is a beautiful finish. I used one pump on the back of my hand. I do still have some there to use if I so wish. I could probably build this up a little bit more in areas, but I'm happy. I am really, really happy with that finish, with the tone, with just everything. You do not need to powder this in place if you don't want to. You can go without powder and it will still be a long wearing formula. Usually I powder my foundations in place. Yesterday I didn't powder this at all and it still lasted the length of time. So triumph for me. Again, I will do a deep dive on this in my next foundation review because I have quite a few foundations building up. I was walking through Superdrug the other day and had to pick this up. This is from one of my favourite brands, MUA, and it's the Bronzed Cream Bronzer and Contour. I would not say this is a contour. This is way too warm to be a contour. However, they do have some shades that are a lot cooler than this. So if you're wanting a contour shade, there will probably be something there for you. I prefer to use cream bronzers as bronzers rather than contour, although I do put them in the areas that people generally put contour, which is weird. But anyway, it's just what I do. It's what I like to do. So I picked up the shade in Caramel. This is slightly too deep for me, and as you can see, it definitely is a warm tone. What I would suggest you do with this, because I've used it plenty of times before now, is apply this very sparingly. And maybe apply this to the back of your hand rather than going directly into the face straight away, because this does have a lot of pigment to this product. This is really, really beautiful. It blends out like an absolute dream. I would prefer that this was in a stick formula rather than in a pan here, but you know, it is what it is, and it's very, very affordable. I mean, we're talking super affordable here. And the shade of this is to die for. Absolutely to die for. This is more of a cream to powder formulation, I would say. I don't have any issues with this going anywhere throughout the day, but even though I would suggest that this is a cream to powder formula, very easy to blend out, doesn't look patchy, doesn't look cakey, doesn't go patchier throughout the day. It's really, really lovely. I'm gonna go gung-ho and actually apply this direct to the face without applying it on the back of my hand first. Can you see how pigmented and beautiful that is? Look how that blends. It is stunning. I'm just gonna pop this down the center of my nose because why not? Why not? Did this yesterday, really liked the look that it gave. Just gives me a little bit of a tan where the sun would usually hit. So not using this as contour today, just bronzing up. What I did forget to do yesterday is come down past the ear. And I think when you're using something that is as dark as this, then that is really, really important to blend in the rest of the face. You have to connect everything, otherwise you've got really pale in the center and then deep on the outside, and it just looks a little bit fake. It looks like makeup rather than looking like skin. So connect everything together. Look how beautiful that is. Such a seamless blend, absolutely effortless. I did go a bit gung-ho with this yesterday and it ended up still looking beautiful because the blend was superb, but a little dark. So just be warned, it can happen. We're gonna move on to another new product. This is from Fenty Beauty and it is the Shake and Play Buildable Liquid Blush. I have this in the shade Bo Peep, which I wasn't really excited about when I first picked this up, but so pretty. It really is very, very pretty. Also wasn't excited by this applicator because, as you know, these just really aren't my thing. However, so simple. So simple to apply. You can apply this direct to the cheek if you want to. Again, you can apply this to the back of your hand if you would prefer like a more muted look, or if you want to have a little bit more control over your blend. Oh, this is lovely. It's a really nice shade, so I would say this is a warm pink. If this had had any bluey tones in it, it would not have been for me at all. But just look at how easy that is to blend. I would say this is a blush for beginners if you're not into blush at all because you don't like blush blindness. I have blush blindness. I usually apply 2 dots. I'm not gonna lie. We usually build it up just slightly, but I think this is how most normal people would do it. This is a really nice, subtle blush. Am I gonna build it up? Of course. Of course I am. However, I am gonna take off a little bit of the product that is on the end. So, you know, we're not jumping in with both feet here. She says. I'm gonna take this slightly underneath the eye as well because it just gives a really pretty, girly effect. Just look how gorgeous that is. Now there are plenty of other blushes that are gonna give this effect. You don't need to go out and buy this one. You really don't. I know I'm gushing over it because I think it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful formula. It's a really nice shade. I mean, what can I say? I have probably 50 other blushes like this in my drawer, but this is the one I'm using right now. So this is the one that I'm like, over. It is gorgeous. It is really nice. And because it's Fenty, it's not in the luxurious, very high-end price point. It's more of a mid-range price point. I always think Fenty Beauty are really reasonable with price, and they also give you quite a bit of product for your money, which is not the case for a lot of high-end brands. So yeah. Before I go on to a product that I am so excited about, because having tried this for the last 3 days, I know this is going to be a top drawer product. I have just applied some lipstick, no newness to share with you. This is the Toasty Brown Huda Beauty Lip Contour Stain and my Prada Reflection Gloss in the shade Banana. I can't get enough of this. And if you didn't see the video where I tried this out, it tastes like banana penicillin from back in the day. I don't even know if kids have banana penicillin anymore because mine are a lot older, so we'll take the tablets, but always had to lick the spoon. It's so nice. It really is so nice. Under eye powder is incredibly difficult to find because everybody's under eyes are completely different. Very thin skin underneath the eyes, so it shows a plethora of things we do not want to highlight. Crepiness, fine lines, wrinkles, dryness. It's very difficult to find a powder that will avoid all of those things. But I feel like I found it. Honestly, absolutely superb. It is a powder from Guerlain. This is the Meteorites Compact. So pretty. I mean, just look at that. So, so pretty. And this is the mattifying and setting pressed powder. Now, these come in various shades, so you can get one to match your skin tone. As you can see, they do have a lot of shades in there to color correct, to brighten, all that sort of good stuff. There is one in a translucent, but there's also some in deeper shades as well. This is the shade 02 Cool. So although I am not a cool undertone, this works for me underneath the eyes to help to cancel out dark circles, pigmentation, that sort of thing. Now, usually I would apply this with a powder puff. I'm not going to because freakishly, I misplaced my powder puff yesterday and therefore grabbed a little sponge, a beauty blender. I don't think this is actually a beauty blender. I think this is a Givenchy sponge. But because it has a flat side to this, please do not look at how disgusting this is. It does need a wash. Because it has a flat side, it is perfect for powder application. So just line it up and press it in, and it not only sets, but it perfects the area and keeps it beautiful all day. Now, it doesn't do masses for my under eye circles, but you can see a difference with powder and without powder. So again, the very lightest of touches. Pick up a little bit of powder. I'm not even pressing this on the back of my hand to remove any excess. That's how good this powder is. It's so beautiful, and I have tested this out over the last few days, so I know it wears well. It's just a divine powder. I love it. This is top drawer status. I'll zoom you in. Let's get you even more up close and personal. Make your own mind up. I just think it is beautiful. It doesn't look like powder. There is no powdery finish underneath the eye. And I really did apply this. There's none left on my little beauty blender there. It's just taking my glasses off my head because I don't want to get this all over my glasses. This is a setting spray from Vieve. Absolutely love Vieve. Never tried the setting spray before. This is the Invisiveil and it is invisible. This is another setting spray that I have found that does not change the overall look of your makeup. It sets it, it perfects it, it makes it last longer, but it's not going to send you shiny or it's not going to give you that matte, flat look. And look at this. Super fine mist. Bit of pretentious wafting. A lot of you have said that you've missed my pretentious wafting when I got a fan. I don't know where I put my fan. I think B has it. So pretentious wafting, here we are. It does have a fragrance to this. It smells lovely as well. It really, really does. But it definitely does have a fragrance to it. So if you don't like fragrances in your makeup products, you're not going to like this. But I mean, look. Look how beautiful that makeup look is. Let me show you what it looks like at the end of an 8-hour day. So on the day that I took this video, I actually wasn't too well. I had a migraine and ended up in bed at 5 p.m. and didn't actually wake up until about 7:30. Hadn't eaten all day, just couldn't stomach it. Usually when I'm feeling like this, my makeup slides off my face. And as you can clearly see in this video, it has stood the test of time. It has really done me proud. Where I was feeling quite weak, it stood up for me and said, don't worry, Gemma, I've got you. I am going to stick around all day and protect. This is my job today. I am going to stay perfect for you. And pretty much it did. Considering I'd been in bed for 2.5 hours, laid on my face, tossing, turning, this makeup had gone pretty much nowhere. So very, very impressed. And I've been really excited to apply this again today because I just think it looks really, really beautiful. My hair doesn't. I need to do something with my hair, but the face looks good. Do let me know what you've thought about this video. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. What was your experience with them? Please share your thoughts and feelings with the rest of the pack because it's not just my opinion that matters on this channel. I really hope I'm moving in the right direction for everybody and showing you the full day's wear as well as the application. I hope that makes everybody happy. Do let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to be including in my videos in the future. I love to hear your thoughts and I also love your constructive criticism. So please keep it coming. As long as it's nice, keep it coming. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell and give this video a share before you leave. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.